All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken very short.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. Coming.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Night, sweetheart.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. That one 28 yards on the ground. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rudolph looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Mark 55. Mark 50. I got you. Don't get nervous. Hey, echo.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's into the hands of Matthews for the 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
230. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the blue.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Come on, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, gun. 98 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Let's go, defense.
Two.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
13.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Being chased out left, and that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Get a boy! Get a boy!
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Garoppolo closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. And sometimes you're there too soon.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got you.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flats.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Next to score, Niners 21, Steelers 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
65. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, Alpha.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? 55. Here we go, D.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger completes it to Moncrief, left side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From a yard out. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Crunch time, defense.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
White.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 24. Hey, check
21.
Watching your five.
It's going to be a long
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Here we go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Matthews, the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Right 54. Ready?
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They will run again with Coleman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season.
All right, now, flag 20.
Mike 54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. One, Omaha. 52.
They begin the drive with Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.